Hello, Gemini. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general read from I've been dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel at Val53 Tarot. She's review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, wow. Um, okay. Gemini, who are you asking about? Oh my goodness. I think I've seen this energy 4 for 4 so far today. I'm looking at the same energy go once again. I believe I told that to Sagittarius that this energy is probably going to go through all 12 signs, the whole entire zodiac wheel, trying to, I don't know, come up with some sort of horoscope or something for all signs. With the way they act and the way they move, that's what it's starting to feel like. Let's see. They're like, wait a minute, that's an idea. You already do it, Crosswatcher. You already do it. I talking about that. They're like 9 of Swords. Okay, so let's just jump in before they start crying too much. Um, I ask who this is, Gemini, out of just plain curiosity, because I'm looking at a snake oil salesman. I'm looking at someone who sells something that it is what it is. I'm looking at someone who sells something that's complete bullshit. It's fraudulent, it's fake, it's phony. They're a fraud, but yet at the same time, they're sipping on their own Kool-Aid here, energetically and spiritually speaking. They're sipping on their own Kool-Aid, and they feel like they have the best shit out there. Unfortunately, they know they don't. They know it's fucking bunk. This is crazy. They're like, it's weird. Their process, and I don't know why they're showing me this. They show me this energy of like, yeah, 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 like they're all hyped up and amped up on their own, you know what, their own fumes, and even they know their shit isn't as good as it used to be. And now they're coming running to this reading like, what the fuck? And now they're crying, and it's like, what the fuck? Like you're the one that's bullshit, and you're crying, and you know you do it. So it's like, what do you mean, what the fuck? Am I supposed to feel bad for that because it's like you're over here on Gemini's sign? Like I said, probably going through all 12 zodiac to hear about yourself or to get the dibs or intel on everyone, to figure out what to come up for what. If you're a snake oil salesman, that means you take from others and you flip it and resell it as your own or make a cheap copy of it. Damn. Go figure. Get that, Gemini. A snake. You catch a snake and it hisses at you. And it's like, that's to be expected. The problem is, I don't think snakes cry. Devils do, because they're fake devils. This is the exact same energy that I just saw and read for Leo. There's the 7 of Swords, the sneaky, shady energy coming out. This energy's backwards, though. I mean, look at this. This one, the tower comes out, the devils are flying, everything's fucking going up in flames. And it's kind of weird the imagery of this. The devils are flying, they hit the ground running, they go to the high priest, and the high priest is like, you know what you're fucking doing? It's almost like they're begging like for mercy or to be saved or some shit. And they realize like, nope, they're screwed. And so they become sneaky and shady. I mean, it's just kind of like a, you know, story time, picture book. Once again, now they're crying again. You see the pattern here, Gemini. What are you showing me? Crocodile tears? Or dinosaur tears? Which direction you want to go today, Crosswatcher? There's the devil. Like I said, it's just they can't help themselves. They just can't help themselves. And I said the same thing, I don't know, for Sagittarius and Leo with who they were asking about today. They just cannot help themselves. It's like, where does a snake oil salesman or saleswoman or salesperson go when they have like no more like resource, when they have no more, what's it called? No more supply. 8 of Cups. They're like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, that's the exact same way that Leo was asking about responded. You say that, but you notice that they say that, but they've been crying the whole time. I don't care. Devil energy. I don't care. Yeah, it's the same energy that Leo asked for. I am looking at a parallel. I am looking at a parallel. This is crazy. What does it have to do with you, Gemini? What does that have to do with you? The only way that this makes sense is, oh my goodness, one moment. Where is this going to go? Oh my goodness. What is that song, Sympathy for the Devil? That is crocodile tears. Maybe like little raptor tears. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's like a T-Rex that's got their foot on a velociraptor and it's just fucking squirming and kind of like, and it knows it's pinned and they don't know what to fucking do. Sitting there gnashing its tail and whipping and trying to call its buddies or some shit. There you are, Gemini. What is that? What is that? Well, speaking of Leo, there's Leo jumping out. Okay, let me understand this. Even when they want to be sneaky and shady, they know they're empty. That is crazy. They know they end up empty-handed. But what is that like? What is that specifically with you or around you, Gemini? Um, oh, weird. They're emphasizing like like the password scene, that movie, Jurassic Park. The one trying to like take all the information into like a USB drive in their cup or whatever. I think it was like a can of shaving cream. Um, he tries to escape with it in the movie, right? He tries to escape with it and ends up getting, spat in the face with like black goo by that one dinosaur with like the around its neck. Um, that is weird. Why are they kind of looking at you like they can like action figure or doll or like Barbie energy? Like I can do what I can manipulate her. I can like I don't know what that is. What is that? That's a bit of a weird energy. That is a weird energy. I don't. The only way that makes sense nowadays is are you using like a fake profile or like a fake? The only way that can make sense. That's like blip. There you are. Bring. I just created someone. That's like a fake profile. Like ding. Like I said, wave of the wand. Ding. Person. Fake profile. Because whatever that is over there, energetically speaking, unless I doubt that's you, Gemini, because they're showing me. I don't know if they know this. They're showing me dual energy. Um, so what is that about you? I do understand Gemini energy is the twins, but what is this weird duplicate copy thing about you, Gemini? What is that? Because that is a weird. That's a weird energy. There's the world. They don't even want to go into it. What is that? What is that? Oh my gosh. They don't even want to go there. Okay. They're like, what the fuck? So what is this fake alias or fake profile or fake energy? Like, what is this duplicate copy energy of Gemini that you created over here? This is fucking weird. This is like, I don't know, for example, geez, for example, let's just kind of say you go through a breakup or a split up or something, and you know your ex so very well that you create a fake account or fake profile or social media or whatever. And it's like, oh, I know how to get to them. I'll create a fake alias or profile picture or account that looks just like my ex, but I'll be buddy or friends with my ex through a fake profile. That's what this feels like. But what they're saying is it's for financial greed. Like very quick, like abracadabra, bing, there it is. What is that? Because that is so weird. I mean, nowadays with you know what going on, there's a three of swords. Jeez Louise. They're like, oh my gosh. They're having like that moment where their skin is just melting off their face. Thank you, babe. Do you want this or? No, it's okay. Thank you. Yeah, heavy Leo energy, by the way, Gemini. Heavy Leo energy. Um, no, that is. I'm looking at three energies. I'm looking at three energies. One feels like a duplicate or a copy. a copy paste energy. The other one is the real situation, and then this one over here is, I feel like, a third party. So how? Okay, so you must be this one, Gemini. That's someone else, and this one over here is like a duplicate or a copy. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what that is or who that is. I don't feel like that's a person. That is weird. That is like way too, because what they're saying is whatever this is over here, it's almost like stringy. It's like puppet. Um, I don't think they're controlling a zombie. Maybe they're controlling a robot. I don't know. But whatever that energy is over there, it's just kind of like Jeez Louise. I mean, by any means necessary, huh? Even that ain't fucking working out for you. They're like, shit, they know that whatever that copy paste energy or duplicate energy or fake, phony, fraudulent energy can only take them so far. And even then, they're having like this weird, guilty conscience that's eating them alive about you, Gemini, which is fucking weird. And they're like, I'm just trying to fucking do whatever I got to do. And it's like, you have stepped into a different territory there, Crosswatcher. You have stepped into a different territory. This is like make believe. For example, let's play video games. I'm going to create a female character. I'm going to play that female character because I make more money playing a female character in the video game than I do a male character. You get it? Are we there yet, Crosswatcher? They're like 10 of swords. Their mind is blown, Gemini. Their mind is blown. They don't understand how the fuck. Life works in mysterious ways. Yep, I know. Ooh. Oh my goodness gracious. That is weird. That is weird. This is like when someone has, energetically speaking, Gemini, this is like when someone has a type. Another example, fun. Examples are fun, aren't they? They help explain things a little bit more clearly. Let's just say a couple goes through a breakup or a split up or a divorce. Fast forward, you see them move on, but now they're with someone that looks exactly like their ex. That's what that energy feels like. Like, I understand you have a preference and you have a type, but it's almost kind of like, it's like you're dating the same person, just with a slightly different face or appearance. That's a little weird. Do you still think about your ex when you're with them? Because I understand preference and you can kind of go for a certain look, but at the same time, it's also kind of like, why? A copy of 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 a copy. They're trying to figure out how to calm that mind down of theirs that is racing right now. Whatever this is, now all of a sudden they're treading very cautiously and walking around on eggshells. They don't understand how this information even came out. They're like, what the fuck? Why do you do what you do? I understand you do everything you possibly can there, Crosswatcher, to financially take care of yourself. But this weird interaction and whole situation between you and Gemini is fucking weird. It's weird. I'm looking at such an energy where I don't even think the two of you are together, Gemini. And that's the weirder part. Like, how are they aware of you? Why are they, what's with the weird copy paste shit? And it's like, but why did they feel the way they do because of what they're doing towards you? Like they're just carelessly and recklessly doing all of this. And now it's almost like they understand and realize, like, shit, now I have to watch my back. Good idea. Damn. Damn. You opened up a can. You opened up so many more problems for yourself, Crosswatcher. You don't even know. You don't even know. That is such a weird energy. But they don't even care. They're like, I don't even fucking care. I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Yeah. You just reemphasize how selfish and greedy you are. Goodbye.